question 15. If ax plus 2 times bx plus 7, so this is a product of two binomials, and that's equal to 15x squared plus cx plus 14 for all values of x. And a plus b is equal to 8. What are the two possible values for c? All right, how do we proceed? So we're going to carry out this multiplication, see what it looks like. So ax times bx, which is abx squared, and then ax times 7, this is where this comes from, 7ax, 2 times bx, you have 2bx, and finally 2 times 7, you have this 14. Now these two are like terms, right? They are both x terms, so you can combine them. And when you combine these two terms, you have 7a plus 2b, put them in the parentheses, times x. Now, we are told that this expression is equal to this. And so you have to line them up. You line up the x squared terms. So this 15 is equal to a times b. So a times b is equal to 15. And this c in the middle is equal to this expression right here. So c is equal to 7a plus 2b. All right, so we're going to write this down. So AB is equal to 15. We got it from here. And then at the same time, A plus B is equal to 8. A plus B is equal to 8. So our strategy is we're going to make use of these two expressions to solve for A and B. And after we know what A and B are, we're going to make use of this 7a plus 2b to calculate C. Right? All right, next step. So A times B is equal to 15, and B is equal to 8 minus A. So we're going to replace this B by 8 minus A. And then this is what we have. A times A, 8 minus A equals 15. And so this is negative A squared plus 8. We're going to subtract, after we multiply them through, we're going to subtract 15 from both sides of the equation. So here the 15 will disappear, and then it will show up as a negative 15 on the left-hand side. Now, so this is good, but you're starting with a negative coefficient, negative 1 here. So we want to multiply every term by negative 1. So once we do that, this is a squared minus 8a plus 15. And on the right-hand side, think of that as we are also multiplying this 0 by negative 1. 0 by negative 1 is still 0. All right, so then it comes down to solving this quadratic equation. And how do we can solve this by factorization. So this is equivalent to a minus 3 times a minus 5. So a minus 3 times a minus 5. So let's do a mental FOIL method to verify this. So a times a, which is that you got a squared. Negative 3 times negative 5, you have plus 15. Negative 3a minus 5a, which is minus 8a, right? Minus 3a here, and then minus 5a from the product of these two. So they're going to sum up to negative 8a. So this is correct. So in order for this to be, the product to be 0, either a is equal to 3 or a equals 5. So then you have two values for a. So a is equal to 3 or a equals to 5. Now let's solve the question using this value. When a equals 3, when A equals 3, because they sum up to 8, B is equal to 5. So we have A equals 3, B is equal to 5. And then remember, we're going to make use of this expression that we have put inside the yellow box. And I said this is equal to C. All right. So 7 times A plus 2B is equal to C. So what is C now? 7 times A plus 2B, 7 times 3 plus 2 times 5, which is 31. So one of the value for C is 31. So you look through this, right? So 31 is right here. So the answer is D. Now there are two possible values for C. The reason is A can be 3 or A can be 5. So when A is equal to 5, B is then 3. And when you do the substitution for this, 7 times 5 plus 2 times 3, evaluate this expression using the new values of A and B, we got 41. And this is where this 41 comes from. So, right, so I think this is one of more difficult question on this test.